Tragedy unfolds as a family seeks answers to a heartbreaking mystery. A leaked confession from Anna's stepbrother is now documented, and FBI has still not arrested him, although they hinted at him being the only suspect in this case.
For the guilty, or for becoming a guilty of crime member. They didn't. The mom said that the police didn't inform her, and neither did the dad. All right. Yes. Welcome, Ann Horn, to the crime crew. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm warming up a little bit if you guys care, but I'm still not taking the beanie off. I'm cold.
It's still a mystery.
Yeah, court filings in a custody battle say the FBI is investigating one of Anna's step-siblings as a suspect in her death. WESH 2 investigative reporter Justin Shecker live outside the Grove Church in Titusville this afternoon. And Justin,
I don't know if any of you guys are local to that area, but that's it looks like a pretty big church. I wonder if anyone that was in chat the last couple of days actually went. There were people in chat yesterday in the last episode that were local and they knew somebody or something like that. What's up, Deb? It's completely cruel for the bio mom to not be notified immediately. What a horrible way to find out. I don't even want to imagine. I agree. She should have had her own room or something. Well, listen, even without the red flags of creepy brother carrying around a giant knife at all times and trying to get on top of his stepsister, with all of that, she should have had her own room, or she should have been, I don't care, put your daughter with the parents, put that weirdo son with the parents. Whatever you got to do. If you don't have enough money to keep your kids safe and you got to put them with the wolves, then don't go. Man, yeah, she found out on Google, like Xana's mom, right, from Brian Koberger case. Oh yeah, you could tell the mom's still using. She's announcing on TV and showing in detail how she planned sneaking into the celebration as if no one's going to see it. But you know what, Kim? The mom shouldn't have to sneak into her daughter's celebration of life. That should be against the law. I swear to God. Like, excuse me for saying that, but there should be no reason that the biological mom should have to do that. You guys saw that too? All right, you guys saw that? Ah, man, I don't even want to. Oh, prayers for you, Janet. All right, let's keep going because we got some more. And then we're going to change the tone by giving away a Foxy box. All right? Damn, man, this case is sad.
and you spoke with Anna's birth mother.
That's right. And like so many people here in Titusville, Anna Kepner's birth mother desperately wants to know what exactly happened on the cruise ship. Miami-Dade medical examiner still hasn't announced the cause of Anna's death. And while the FBI remains tight-lipped, we are learning new details from a hearing today in the child custody case involving that 16-year-old stepbrother. Anna Kepner's family says she had dreams of becoming a cheerleader for the Georgia Bulldogs.
We had her in dance and gymnastics since she was 3, so that led into her being a cheerleader.
Heather Wright is Anna's birth mother. She told WESH 2 Anna's father and stepmother didn't contact her after the Carnival Horizon.
And for those of you that weren't here in the beginning, or if you were and maybe you rolled in and missed it, does anyone want me to reread some of those pages on the confession? There's at the beginning of this episode, like the first 7 minutes in, there was a leaked confession. Sources from, I don't know if it were the FBI or who interviewed the stepbrother, but the stepbrother goes on to tell law enforcement that he didn't mean for her to die. He just wanted her to shut up and he panicked. If you guys want me to read that again, I can, because I know that a lot of you guys probably missed it. Okay. All right. I'll read that after this. Okay. And then we'll continue. I just don't want you guys to have missed it.
Cruise ship returned to port in South Florida with her daughter's body on November 8th.
He never once tried to call me, get a hold of me, and anything when she died. I found out through Google.
On Thursday morning, Anna's stepmother, Chantel Kepner, appeared at a virtual hearing for the child custody case with her ex-husband.
That the mother took the 2 younger children on a cruise.
Documents filed this week identify Mrs. Kepner's 16-year-old son as the suspect in the FBI investigation. Her attorney told the judge,
the FBI has cleared my client from any
Agreed.
wrongdoing. She's not considered a suspect in this matter at all.
The attorney for her ex-husband
I'll
said in
reread it.
court, Anna and her 16-year-old stepbrother were staying in the same room on the cruise ship.
I think the judge is going to decide, right? If I'm correct, in Florida or maybe everywhere, right? Wouldn't the judge decide if he's going to try Timothy as an adult or a juvenile? Again, I really hope they try him as an adult. What he did to her is adult level. How he did that, how he went about that, how they slept in the room, everything about it doesn't say a child to me. And the fact that he was creeping on her before. Kim T knew he had been following the case since the beginning, watching multiple channels. This channel has done the best reporting so far. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, the Jab says, sorry, I'm new to the case and maybe it was already said, but on the cruise ships everywhere, including staff, has a card. Yes, that is issued for everything and documented. You absolutely did not miss that, the Jab. We talked about that in episode 1. They are going over all the FBI is taking over this case. FBI is going over all of the key cards, all of the CCTV, and all of the cell phone data from all of the family, all the electronics, all the videos, all the key cards. Yes, 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 and yes. Right? And welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, the prosecutor. Okay. I know the prosecutor will tell the judge, I want to try this person as an adult, but does the prosecutor make that decision? Saying the same room in the jail. All right. Did they say the stepbrother is to stay with another he is staying with another family member after he was released from the hospital? We do not know why they let him out of custody. I don't think anyone knows that. Prosecutor's office usually makes the determination and a judge may weigh in. Okay. Thank you. I wonder if Anna had been in the bathroom changing or exiting when the stepbrother came in with it. I think he already had intentions. Now listen, when they all went in the room together, who just said that? Miracle Hearts. All 3 of them went in the room together. Anna, her bio brother, and her stepbrother. The biological brother left the room and went back out. And when he left the room with Anna and Timothy in there alone together. Anna never came back out again. All right. So that's that. All right. Let's keep going.
An emergency motion filed this week. The father is seeking custody of his younger child and for the court to address the placement of the 16-year-old.
Well, we feel there are some circumstances regarding that, the 16-year-old and the mother's judgment regarding that cruise, that
Yes.
would affect,
Yes, I corrected myself. Originally, I don't even know what I was thinking. Yes, that's Chantel and her previous husband, Timothy's biological parents. Since this happened on international waters, where would the case be tried? Well, FBI is taking over the case, but I think they're probably going to try it in Florida, back where they stopped and brought the body to. Well, again, I'm just making assumptions here based on where they live and where the body was brought to. I don't know. It's federal, but because it's federal, they got to try them somewhere. I think it's going to be tried in Florida. I'm going to guess.
obviously that her ability to care for the minor child, the 9-year-old.
The attorneys say the 16-year-old is staying with a relative of his mother near Hernando County. The judge noted the possibility he could be asked to testify in this custody case, but his mother's attorney objects to that.
I would have difficulty in them putting the 16-year-old on the stand because I don't want anything done that would incriminate the young man.
The FBI has not confirmed the teen is a suspect, as Anna's mother anxiously waits for answers about how her daughter died at sea.
She always wanted to make people laugh.
Yeah, we already saw that part of it. They did a couple things that they say goodbye. So let's get back to reading that leaked confession that we talked about earlier. I'm going to put it back up on the screen, and then we can give away a Foxy box. All right. I don't know why they're keeping the mom out. I have no idea, but let's get back to this. Again, there's a lot of Facebook groups, you guys, and in the Facebook groups on Facebook, on X, the original post came out on X, before anybody knew anything, the uncle told us all to pay attention. The stepbrother did it, and Chantel knew. And then everything started flooding out. Now we've got a leak of a confession from the suspect, Timothy, right? I did hear that Anna had no clothing on when she was found as well. That has not been verified. That was the initial calling. And Deborah says she was nude. So there was no sign of sexual assault. However, that doesn't mean that the stepbrother didn't undress her and do things to her and do things to himself. Just because he didn't penetrate her, again, it's always trigger warning here. Just because he didn't penetrate her, guys, it doesn't mean that he didn't do anything. The 16-year-old was her stepbrother. The biological brother was there, but the stepbrother, let me show you. Whimsical Creative, how you doing, my friend? You guys were almost giving stuff away, and there's a few of you that do not have green. So Foxy Box, you got to be green. Doctors say if you lie in wait and kill someone, you should be sent up to God. The reason why others will see it and your crime will stop. People keep doing this because they see no justice. All right, trigger warning, guys. All right, trigger warning. I'm going to read this to you, and then we're going to give stuff away. I don't understand why any of this. Oh, let me just show you this real quick for those of you that are like, what the hell, Jay? There it is. Before I read, there's Anna Kepner on the top. There's biological mom, Heather Wright. Chris Kepner is Anna's dad. That's his first wife, Anna Kepner's mom, Heather. First marriage. Second marriage is over there on the left, Tabitha Kepner. She was their babysitter and 15 years old. Chris Kepner cheated on Heather with Tabitha and married her in 2011. Then from 2011 to 2023, that became Anna's stepmother. They divorced in 2023, and a year later, Chris married Chantel. They've only been married from 2024 to present, which means that they brought these two families together to live together, and homeboy creeping on her, Timothy Creepy Hudson creeping on her for the last year. It hasn't been that long. Yes, you do need a whiteboard to keep track of this, but this helps, I gotta say. Thank you for updating that, Tiff. All right, let me get this back up there. All right, guys. All right, here we go.